Mark, from one Collingwood supporter to another, how are the players coping in the heat?
Freya, it's still well over 30 degrees down here at Robertson Oval. The Magpies trained for less than an hour before stopping to sign autographs. What's worse, tomorrow's expected to be even hotter. A top of 38 degrees is forecast for Wagga. That's convinced the AFL to bring in shorter 22-minute flat quarters. But both the Kangaroos and Magpies agree tough conditions are what pre-season is all about. Instead of screaming fans, it was a wall of heat that greeted Collingwood at Wagga Airport, conditions they've spent all week preparing for. About 10 police arrived on scene this morning to question those in the neighbouring house. Witnesses have told the family at least 6 young boys were spotted loading their stolen goods into taxis and driving off. Michael McCormack's been named Assistant Minister for Defence in the latest cabinet reshuffle. It comes days after he was edged out for the Nationals' deputy leadership by Fiona Nash. Mr McCormack hasn't given up on his leadership aspirations, but this year's federal election is priority one, especially with new boundaries in place.
Mark, it comes at a sensitive time for Stephanie's family.
That's right, Freya. Tuesday will mark 1 year since 26-year-old Stephanie Scott went missing. Marcus Stanford appeared via video link at Griffith Court today, where he pleaded guilty to being an accessory to murder after the fact. His brother Vincent also appeared and has been committed to stand trial. He's charged with murdering the bride-to-be. Miss Scott's burned body was found a day before she was due to marry. Marcus Stanford will be sentenced in May. This colourful monster behind me is affectionately known as the Hippo. Measuring 18 metres high, it's the scariest ride here and the best place to cool off. Gary was such a hit that he had to be removed from the action, generating even more Facebook content for his 1.5 million followers. But owner Jimbo's refusing to be made a scapegoat. He'll fight the obscene exposure charges in Wagga local court tomorrow.
A Wagga man's been caught drug driving for a staggering 11th time. Reporter Mark Santomartino has been speaking with Highway Patrol. Mark, was this man allowed to be behind the wheel?
Not at all, Freya. As you can imagine, the 32-year-old's licence was already suspended when he was tested along Glenfield Road around 2 o'clock this morning. He's one of 11 drivers who've tested positive for drugs over the Easter long weekend.